Assalamu alaikum. We are now counting down to the Iftar, or breaking the fast, as they say in the Muslim world. It's a Friday, Yom el Jum'ah. That means it ends today, the whole festival. And I'm here on mosaicfm.net. It's Tunisian. It's my favorite page for. It's where I consume most of my content within the Arabic world. My focus is basically on the African countries, because there's so little information about them here, especially here in Norway. We have some information in. You get to hear a lot about Morocco, because that's a famous. Many people from Norwegians go there for vacation. So, but you don't really hear what is really happening in Morocco, except for the war stuff or the occupy stuff, or they occupy the Sahara. But I'm not going into the politics bits, because today we're all friendly. Yeah, we're friendly. This is kind of their Christmas, So now I'm here. So anyway, my point was, Tunisia is my. I don't know why, but I kind of picked Tunisia. I do know why, actually. I picked Tunisia. I'm especially fascinated by Tunisia because it's they are the Arab. They're the Arab country closest to ours in terms of democracy and progression, kind of. So they are kind of the hope. They're the hope in the Arab world for that you actually can vote and get good people into office. And Tunisia just elected this old man, Kais Saied, who is. His like the halo effect on this guy is amazing. Almost everyone loves him. What he says, everything is like, it looks very promising. However, they're a republic, so they have a president. Of course, it's like the States. So they have a kind of a Senate. Is it Senate or is it the House of Representatives or something? I'm not quite sure there, but they have kind of a big house where all the parties have their politicians in power. And those are still filled with politicians that many people or Tunisians don't like. They've been in power before, and they've basically been corrupt. Every one of them. So here you have this independent guy, Kais Saied, who is he's independent of the big parties. He has his own party. I can't quite. Yeah, he's like what do you say? Independent. I don't think he has a party, actually. Okay, now I'm a bit uncertain. But this is not a show about him. It's about Ramadan. Okay, so anyway, this is the first Ramadan where I actually. Okay, now I'm really going to look into this. What is this? What's the thing? And especially this final day is interesting. And indeed, when I went into Mosaic and FM, which is a radio station, but they have a good website where you can read news and everything, both in French and in Arabic. So I went in here, and they have this countdown now for the Iftar, which comes from Fitr, Futur. That means breakfast. You eat your breakfast, Fatar. So Iftar is kind of breaking the fast, like eating the breakfast. Yes, so I went to their website, and indeed, Al-Iftar. I knew about the Iftar, where you break the fast. You gather everyone and you eat during daytime. Or it's actually in most of the Arab countries, it's now dark. But here, for those Arabs celebrating in Norway, they kind of. But anyway, it's a break fast anyway. So even though Allah sees them today, is no problem. You just do the countdown till 1928. It's Tunisian time, and they're approximately the same as the Norwegian time. But then I stumble upon this other thing, الامساك, which I did not know about. So this is where this episode comes in. I'm going to learn now, together with you, what emsack is. I don't know. I looked it up. Unfortunately, I don't have my kamus, which means the dictionary here. So I did a Google Translate, and it says constipation. So I guess that's where they stop eating or something. I'm not sure. They're gonna eat from 7:30 until 3 in the morning. I can't see that happening, but I guess that's the window. For all of you who do intermittent fasting, I guess that's, yeah, you can eat between. That's where the big futur happens, where you really break the fast between those hours. A 7-hour party, really. But I see it's one today and tomorrow. Yeah. So the iftar is over 2 days. That's a bit strange. Anyway, that's not important. I did a Google search or DuckDuckGo search, and that's what I'm going to read today. I found this article, الفرق بين وقت الامساك والفجر. الفجر. الامساك. الفجر, that is dawn. That's dawn. Okay. Okay, dusk. Amsak is dusk. Okay, I'm a bit confused. I'll keep this to the side, or copy it, duplicate. Okay. So when I do this search, I also see cures for constipation. So I not understand this amsak. Okay, let me do something. Another search. Amsak Ramadan. Ramadan. Amsak Ramadan. Amsakiya Ramadan. Amsakiya. Amsakiya. Let's do Google Translate that. Amsakiya. 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 Which says capability. Amsakiya. Imsakiya. Imsakiya. Capability. Imsakiya Ramadan. Imsakiya Sadia. Amsak Ramadan. Let me try another search. Amsak and then Ramadan. Amsak Ramadan. Amsak. Amsakiya shows up again. Because amsak, I don't know what it's constipation, it says. So let's read this. Maybe I get a bit wiser. الوقت المعتبر للمسلم في إمساكه عن الأكل والشرب وسائر المفترات بنية الصيام بدخول الفجر الثاني، أي البياض الممتد في الأفق من الشمال إلى الجنوب. وإذا كان للفجر آذانان، أولهما قبل دخول الفجر الصادق الثاني والثاني عند دخوله. فالمعتبر فيهما للإمساك هو الثاني، وأتالي فمن أكل قبله ولو بلحظات كان صيامه صحيحا. أما ما يفعله بعض المسلمين من التفريق بين طلوع الفجر الصادق وبين وقت الإمساك، فيجعلون وقت الإمساك قبل طلوع الفجر الصادق ب10 دقائق أو نحوها طلبا للاحتياط، فلا أصل له ولا اعتبار، ولا ينبغي للمسلم أن يلتزم به لما فيه من غلق وزيادة. Okay, this is hard Fusha Arabic, so I have to read it a few times. What did I get from this? First impression. I'm on track, because this has to do with breaking the fast. So, with the headline, الفرق, let's go through this now. الفرق, the difference between بين وقت الامساك, the time of constipation, والفجر, which means dawn. I'm quite sure. Let's see here. Fajr, dawn, morning, yes. And it's in the morning where they do the imsak. And then, okay, then he goes on. الوقت المعتبر للمسلم في إمساكه إمساكه للمسلم في إمساكه عن الأكل والشرب وسائر المفطورات بنية الصيام بدخول الفجر الثاني. الوقت متبرع, the time considered by Muslims في إمساكه عن الأكل, إمساكه عن الأكل. Okay, so this is kind of a key thing to understand. إمساكه عن الأكل, إمساك عن الأكل. To be constipated from, to be, I think it's to be full. So you're full. إمساك عن, forbearance عن الأكل, stop eating. Yes, so it's that easy, where they stop eating. So yeah, let me just go on through this article. Yeah. والشرب عن الأكل للمسلم في إمساكه عن الأكل والشرب. So that is stop. Yeah. He's stopping of from eating and drinking. الأكل, eating, الشرب, drinking. وسائر المفطورات, سائر, سائر, other. وسائر المفطورات بنية الصيام بدخول الفجر الثاني. وسائر المفطورات بنية الصيام بدخول الفجر الثاني. وسائر المفطرات all other breakouts. سائر مفطرات. All other things that break the fast. وسائر things. بنية الصيام بدخول الفجر الثاني. بنية building. Structure, it's the makeup. وسائر المفطرات بنية الصيام بدخول الفجر الثاني. أي البياض الممتد مد الممتد في الأفق من الشمال إلى الجنوب. البياض أي البياض الممتد بياض الممتد extended whiteness. أي البياض الممتد في الأفق. الأفق I know it's horizon. من شمال إلى جنوب. From شمال which is north. I always confuse those two. I think جنوب is south. Yeah, from north to south. So the whiteness, okay, the whiteness or the bright spots on the horizon. أي البياض الممتد في الأفق من شمال إلى الجنوب. From north to south in the horizon. وإذا كان للفجر آذانان أولهما قبل دخول الفجر الصادق والثاني عند دخوله. وإذا كان للفجر آذانان. So if the dawn had ears, one of them قبل دخول الفجر. So one of them is before the dawn, الصادق, the friendly dawn. والثاني عند دخوله. And the second air is at its entrance. قبل دخوله. Okay. وإذا كان الفجر أذان. So one air would be before dawn or right before dawn, and the second air would be when it's, I guess the sun is rising. عند دخوله. فالمعتبر فيهما للامساك هو الثاني. وأتالي فمن أكل قبله ولو بلحظات كان صيامه صحيحا. Okay. Oh, this is hard. فالمعتبر فيهما للإمساك هو الثاني. أذانان, that's two airs. وبالتالي فمن أكل قبله ولو بلحظة كان صيامه صحيحا. كان صيامه صحيحا. Then he has correctly fasted. Okay, now I lost context. Hard. أما ما يفعله بعض المسلمين من التفريق بين طلوع الفجر الصادق وبين وقت الإمساك. Sorry. فيجعلون وقت الإمساك قبل طلوع الفجر الصادق ب10 دقائق أو نحوها طلبا للاحتياط. فلا أصل له ولا اعتبار ولا ينبغي للمسلم أن يلتزم به لما فيه من غلو وزيادة. وبالتالي أما ما يفعله بعض المسلمين من التفريق بين طلوع الفجر الصادق وبين وقت الامساك. تفريق, that's to differentiate. طلوع الفجر, when the dawn breaks, and the وقت الامساك, and this time to stop eating. وقت الامساك, so it is time to stop eating. Indeed. So this article, this sentence, or this section of text differentiate between when you're supposed to stop eating and the dawn. So you should stop eating before dawn. That's basically the thing here. Yeah. فمن أكل قبله ولو بلحظة كان صيامه صحيحا. Yeah, so you should eat before the break of dawn. That means 3 tomorrow morning. 3 tomorrow morning. أما ما يفعله بعض المسلمين, if some Muslims don't do it, من التفريق بين طلوع الفجر الصادق وبين وقت الامساك. If you can't tell the difference between when the dawn breaks, when it's too late, and when you're supposed to stop eating. وقت الامساك, فيجعلون وقت الامساك قبل طلوع الفجر الصادق ب10 دقائق. Okay, so if you can't say that, if you can't understand the difference, if you're not sure, if some Muslims are not sure about when the morning breaks, you should stop eating. يجعلون وقت الإمساك قبل طلوع. You should stop eating 10 minutes أو نحوها or thereabouts طلبا للاحتياط. احتياط, reserve, provision, precaution. Okay. Take precautions. طلبا للاحتياط. It's required to take precautions. To be careful, you just like do a buffer of 10 minutes. That's how I read it. 10 دقائق. فلا أصل له ولا يعتبر فلا أصل له ولا اعتبار فلا أصل له ولا اعتبار ولا ينبغي للمسلم أن يلتزم به لما فيه من غلو وزيادة. زيادة. That's to exceed it, go past it. This last sentence I don't really understand. وقت الإمساك قبل طلوع الفجر الصادق ب10 دقائق أو نحوها. طلبا للاحتياط. فلا أصل له ولا اعتبار ولا ينبغي للمسلم أن يلتزم به لما فيه من غلو وزيادة. غلو, boil over, غلو, extravagance. extravagance. زيادة plus race, excess. Yeah, it has to do with that. Anyway, the mystery is gone. It's the time to stop eating, because now the day breaks at 3 a.m. or that it's the Fajr, which means it's time to stop. Indeed. So 5 hours, they can start eating in 5 hours now, and in 12 hours it's time to stop eating. And of course they have all media, all Arabic media, all Muslim media are celebrating this tonight. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on. I think I'll stick to Mosaic. What's happening in Tunis? I just went through their elections. Very interesting. I'm looking forward to see how they manage with their new president, with whom everyone is very excited. By all means, most Tunisians have given up. They don't think it's ever possible to get something up and running, something good. So to them, everything is corrupt. And yeah, when you look at the Western world, you can say, yeah, corruption is everywhere, but you kind of have to get as close to it or away from it, corruption, as possible. And still Tunisia is way down there in the hole. So yes, this is a day of celebration. They don't have to feel guilty for eating in the daytime after Saturday. So I guess since in the Muslim calendar, Sunday is day 1, Yom al-Ahad, which means that the celebration lasts all week, but once day 1 of the week after comes, they can start eating as normal, as the rest of us. So yeah, I guess that's it, and maybe I'll come up with some other content for YouTube after Ramadan. Now I need to keep practicing my Arabic, so I guess I'll come up with something, maybe something like this. Just try to read, and if I have a book, if I have the dictionary, I think it would be much easier to understand this, because they have examples and stuff. So Google Translate is not really. It's very hard to understand what they mean. So yes, until next time, ma salama.